Hello and welcome back. It has been a hot minute since I've played Slay the Spire on this channel. I think the first video I posted of it was like 4 or 5 years ago. And since then, I mostly game on my Nintendo Switch now. So I have done A20 on every single character, but I haven't on my computer, which is what the video is recording. So let's, I guess get up to A20 on some of these. It should be hopefully easy because, once you get to A20, Ascension 1's pretty straightforward. So I should be a lot better than the last video you saw of me. Although, full disclosure as well, I haven't played this game maybe like 5 months. I've been playing other things. And it looks like the last time I played, I died. So let's see what the map is up. All of my controls are based on the Switch. So we'll also figure that out. So we're facing the Guardian, I think is the name. And let's not do the heart until I get further on, I guess. So we're pretty early on. We can take an early shop. Can I snipe an elite? I guess that's the first question. Technically is possible if I take this rain of question marks, but it's probably like a 20% chance. I think I'll just take the max health. Go from there, and then we want to hit. So elites, we've got. I could hit 4 elites this act. There's no bonfire before them, but there's a lot after. So I could take 3 fights and then 4 elites. I mean, let's try it. If not, I can always fall back into like fire elite fire. Let's run that way. So we got a dude hitting us for 5. Let's defend for 5. This seems really loud. Strike. Strike. I actually didn't even have to defend. Alright, we're getting the rust off. Pretty rough, but that's okay. Hitting me for 10. I can just full block. I think when I played this game at first, I didn't realize the implications of like permanent damage. So when I first played, I just like went based on kind of how you would in like other trading card games or something, where it's like, well, as long as I'm not dead, it doesn't matter if I'm taking damage. But obviously it does because it's cumulative. So if you take damage now, that's going to affect you forever. Ooh, endless agony dagger throw. I think I'm a big dagger throw believer here. Could be controversial. I don't know what the current Slay the Spire metagame is, but I like the discard enabling stuff. Let's neutralize, strike, strike. I have dagger throw on top, and I'm taking 4 currently. So next turn they're going to attack me for 10. If I go dagger throw, defend, defend, yeah, that's probably... We could probably get through this with no damage. Yeah. Dagger throw. I can do 6 and 6. That doesn't quite do it. So let's just... So the worst possible draw, they're at 14, and I need strike, strike, neutralize to kill. The worst possible draw, 3, 4, 5 would be this, but even then I can go neutralize, defend, defend. So I think we just double defend here. And don't take any damage either. We did hit the worst possible draw, but we even get to go neutralize, defend, defend, strike, and then just kill next turn. Man, this game is pretty easy on... I don't want to speak too soon because I might just die, but... I love a skewer. There's a lot of fun things you can do with a skewer. It's kind of awkward early, but I'll still take it. It just like mitigates the variance here. Deal 7 damage X times. So I can do something like dagger throw this dude. And then skewer this one. And then, we get weakened, but we should be able to just go like this. Bop, bop. Take him down. Regen potion helps a lot against a boss. Poison stab I like a lot against the construct. Sneaky strike I don't like taking until I get like a lot of discard things. Escape plan's good, but sort of, I don't know, not so impactful right now. Lose regen potion, get a relic. Lose 98 gold, get a relic. Lose skewer. Honestly, I don't think I'm going to take much damage this act, so... Let's grab a bag of marbles. We're going 4 elites here. Let's do it. This could be my downfall. Ooh, Lantern helps a lot. Noxious Flames, I'm obsessed with this card. Discovery is also really, really nice. And then card remove, I like too. Although, I don't think card remove is that necessary on the silent, because you have all this discard stuff that it's like, I could pay to get cards out of my deck, or I could just take something that discards cards. It's fairly similar. This decreases variance. I'm not saying it's bad, but if you're spending money on it, I don't know about it. We could take like a potion to make Gremlin Nob maybe a little bit easier. But I think Noxious Fumes, I love this card, so I'm gonna take that one. Then running into elites, what do we have? Noxious Fumes kind of helps against some of them. I actually wanted to buy that. I don't know why I bought that instead. I thought I had enough money for both. Pretty big mistake, but that's okay. I definitely wanted this, because that's a pretty big boost on the deck with also a bag of marbles. So that's okay. Are there any other shops that we can hit? No. Okay. Regrets, but that's okay. I'm going to take another dagger throw. Although Flying Knee plus Skewer is good too. Well, I'm gonna load up on dagger throws. It's pretty hard to get hit by too much variance when you're doing this. Okay, so they're vulnerable this turn. With double dagger throw, is this the best it's gonna get? Because I can also wait to Noxious Fumes and stuff. I think I can do better. Because I'm guaranteed to hit Noxious Fumes. Hitting it here is perfect. Yeah, play it. So next turn, I can just skewer. I think it is better to do that next turn. So next turn we poison. They're going to wake up this turn. And this does 7 damage 3 times. So bump, bump, bump. And then they get poisoned again. We take some damage. We're definitely going to lose health in this spot. But we get to go neutralize. Poison, stab, defend, strike. And we take some damage. We take some damage here as well. Do I just defend because we have so much poison? Next turn, they're gonna do the thing and I can skewer. I think I do just defend. Take 8. But then we get the poison up, they do the thing to weaken us, but they take 8 poison damage this turn, and then even more poison damage the next turn. And 28, they're 9 minus 28 is 6 times 3 is 18. I think I'm 1 short of killing them, but I think I can full block this. And this does more damage than this. Let's go like defend, survivor. I'm 2 away from a full block. But then they die next turn. Almost for sure? Yeah. Okay. Survive that fight. The merchant restock prices, relics, and potions. All prices are cheaper. That's really good to know. And I think we definitely want a backflip here. Then we're gonna upgrade, because we're going in. I like the Noxious Fumes upgrade is pretty nice. Because it's like you play this once and the upgrade applies for every single turn. Sorry about the abrupt cut. Someone knocked at my door, but we're all good. I get to start with Noxious Fumes. Wait, why don't these have... Oh, the bag of marbles took away the artifact they had. That's amazing, because now I get to go Noxious Fumes here. Survivor blocks for 8, which is definitely plenty. Or do I just tank 9 here so I can kill the enemies faster? That's also an option. We're definitely going to poison stab this one. Can I do 32 damage next turn? I think I do Survivor. It's such a high value block here. 1 card to block 8 is like a lot. And we have inevitability with Noxious Fumes. Okay, so Skewer 7 times 3 is 21. So this will be 26. Is that right? 7 times 3, 21, plus 5 is 26, plus this is 29. So I can kill that one. And then there's only 2 left. I'm taking 9 this turn if I do that. Dagger Throw does more damage than Skewer, so there's no reason to not do that. Card to defend. Now this does 14. We're 1 short, but I think it is still more effective to kill this one. We take 9. Okay, and then they're hitting us for 9. I don't think I can kill this enemy, but we can play it a little bit slow. Wow, okay. Jeez. Neutralize. Down to 6, so I take 1 damage here. I guess I Dagger Throw first. We hit a Daze, which is actually kind of nice. And then I'll oh, I'm already blocking for 6, that's right. Let's Skewer this one. Because we want to kill that one next turn, so we don't take any damage. And 15, we can almost certainly do that. Dagger Throw, they die to poison. And then Poison Stab, Strike. Take that out, and then this one dies to poison next turn. So we've beaten the sentries, taking some amount of damage. I will block here, as my wife says, just in case, just in case. Art of War is actually pretty good with our... Ooh, I love this card. I love this card so much. Alright, taking it. So we have Elite with no bonfires between. I'm going to take at least 1 more. We're at 48 health. This isn't on any Snecko. Okay, that's gross. We're not on any Ascension here. Let's run in. Gremlin Nob is definitely the type of fellow who could kill us, though. I don't think we're going to be alchemizing. I mean, maybe it could help. Alright, I'll alchemize. I can't resist. 3 thorns, that is not helpful. I could be wildly underestimating how hard this game is on Ascension, but... So Dagger Throw does more damage than Skewer. We're not defending... And let's just Skewer, because that does 7 twice. And we're not going to get Liquid Bronze here. I think we're going to save that for maybe the boss or something. 21 damage is a lot, though. And I don't think I can kill him here. Dagger Throw. Yeah, we're taking some hits. For sure. Discard this. Whenever you play a skill. So... 6 damage. I mean, yeah, this is better here. I'm taking 21. Definitely should have grabbed a potion for this. We should be able to do this one, though. Oh my gosh. We're fine. We're fine. We're alive. It was really my greed going for the potion. If you would receive 5 or less unblocked damage, reduce it to 1. That's nuts. Reflex, we have a couple of discard cards. We have 2 Dagger Throws and 1 Survivor. So the upside of this is very high. Slice is fine. Bane does a lot of damage. We do have, like, we'll perpetually poison most enemies. But we also have some good damage already with double Dagger Throw Skewer. I think this is a really early reflex, but I'm going to take it. We're playing for the late game here. And I think instead of taking the last elite, I'm going to take this bonfire. And let's be honest, we're upgrading cards. Upgraded Alchemize is kind of nice. At this point, we may want to upgrade a backflip, but let's be honest. We're upgrading Alchemize. I'm going to try and farm some potions here before the boss. Let's neutralize you. They're hitting for 12. This reflex, this is why it's kind of awkward to take it so early. So it splits at 33. So I have to do 33, 61, 27 damage. And I can do 9 plus 9 plus 3 is 21. So it's not enough to kill. So we're probably just blocking in Noxious Fumes. Take 2 here. It's not that bad. Oh, I didn't trigger Art of War because I actually did play an attack that turn. So if I go just defend, I can save up Art of War to then potentially skewer for a lot. But I think just doing damage here makes more sense. So we're taking an extra 1, and this is going to weaken us, which is going to be kind of annoying. Oh no, they just give us slimes. Okay. Then we alchemize to get a potion. Colorless potion is good. And I can't really block this, so let's just get it to transform here. Down to 18. They each get 2 poison. We get our backflip. Skewer can kill this one, right? 7 times 2 is 14. This is 14, so let's poison stab that one and kill this one. And then the next one dies to poison next turn. So that was pretty clean. Bop, bop, bop. We got a lot of potions. I love prepared. I'm gonna take a prepared here. Blur is cool. And I'm gonna get an event. I haven't had many. It's an enemy, of course, but we definitely want to use a potion because we're gonna probably get a new potion. So I'm gonna try out this colorless potion here. Add X random colorless cards in your hand, they cost 0. Shuffle 3 random attacks into your draw pile, they cost 0. Let's do that. Well, we got a 0 cost for 0, so that's great. Let's dagger throw you. I love Noxious Fumes, ditch a strike. Let's prepared. Ditch a strike. There's our 0 cost attack. And I don't think I need to take 2 damage here, so let's just play it safe. And just full block. I guess I have Tori, so that does kind of matter. Dagger throw for 0 is sweet. Alright, we just kill. And I guess I was supposed to dagger throw first because I actually wanted to hit my... Ooh, let's take a leg sweep. I wanted to hit my thing that makes potions here. But we have it here. Get a potion. Flex potion is great. This one's attacking for 13. Survivor plus black backflip does deal with that. We finally get to actually reflex. So I get to go Survivor, backflip, Noxious Fumes. And I think this... I haven't played any attacks, so I'm not going to neutralize. So that I can get more energy next turn. Well, that's kind of rough. Good thing I have more energy. So I can skewer for 28. But I want to try and dagger throw into a defensive card. Like that one is perfect. Do that, leg sweep, yeah. Dagger throw does more damage still. Do I want to draw this next turn? Kind of, yeah. I think the double block is pretty safe. So I'm just going to end turn and not draw a discard. So this is effectively at 18. This does 9, this does 6. So I'm 3 damage short. So let's backflip. Wait, where's my... That was last battle, okay. I was gonna say, where's my thing? Let's go defend, defend. That was too much defend, but that's okay. I don't think we're losing this fight, to put it that way. Strike, neutralize. Leg sweep for safety. And he's dead. Fruit juice. Can I just drink it here? I don't think so. Take that. Another reflex. Two reflexes is interesting. It's pretty greedy, but it's so sweet if we can get there. So we're gonna do that. With the fruit juice, liquid bronze, we're gonna greed and we're gonna smith. And I think I want to upgrade leg sweep, or I guess with double reflex, let's upgrade prepared. Letting us discard 2 here is pretty huge. It's very greedy to run into the boss like this, but here we are. So let's start things off. I mean, we're just gonna like one-shot the boss here, but let's prepare, because I want to hit the thing that gives poison as fast as possible. Defend, defend. Because he's just not doing anything. Then let's dagger throw. Ditch a defend. I can get the boss to transform. I think. 7 damage X times. I think that'll just transform the boss. I really want to get a thing that does poison every turn, because that makes this fight so easy. I'm going to get greedy and try and backflip into it, although if the boss blocks, I don't know how easily I can kill it. Maybe it takes 2 turns. Okay, that was terrible. We get to go skewer, neutralize. We'll see if this was greedy. I wanted to hit poison. Okay, so I can take out the boss here. So we want to alchemize, so I'm going to drink this. Play alchemize. Your potion giving vulnerable is not super helpful at the moment. We'll wait for that. But now we're giving it poison every single turn, and we just kind of have to survive. Let's just double block. Not in any rush here. Neko Skull. So prepared plus with reflex. Oh. Alright. Fill our hand. Let's leg sweep this dude. So 6 times 2. So I can go leg sweep, defend, and then poison stab sort of for free here. The boss has 13 poison. I can do 21, which isn't enough, so let's backflip. 3 times 4 is 12, so I think I just go backflip, defend, defend. And then poison damage sorta handles this. Let's prepared. We definitely wanted those. Poison stab, strike, strike, neutralize, and then poison damage applies after they take all these hits. Beautiful. 9. Let's just block, block, block. 8 times 2, we leg sweep. What am I going to dagger throw into? Nothing particularly great, but I can do this and then dagger throw and just draw the rest of my cards here. And I think that'll be a clean Guardian fight. Let's backflip. Survivor. Some full blocking here. We can dagger throw. Neutralize is great. Make it weak for even longer. And then just take it down. We're getting strong. We're building. Okay, another fruit juice. We gotta take it. Thorns are really good against the birds. I think our deck is more interested in vulnerable than anything else. Ooh, that's the tools of the trade. Definitely taking that one. And then from here, we could Pandora's box. Honestly, that seems kind of nice. We have so much discard stuff that we can go through our deck. Transform 3 cards and upgrade him is also good, but let's Pandora's box. Okay, Wraith form, burst, double doppelganger, a calculated. This is perfect. I have no block. That's the only problem. But we'll start taking block cards very highly. We have so much HP, right? We definitely want to take one of these shops. What do the elite situation look like? I'm pretty wary of Act 2 elites. But this path on the right here is pretty tempting. So let's do that. And oh man, we have a lot of tools here. Caltrops plus this potion is gonna just like one-shot the birds. All right, let's definitely backstab the ones that are charging up. I will Caltrops. 1 times 5. I mean, we have calculated gamble and expertise. This is like the dream build. Draw cards until you have 6 in hand. I need the things that when you discard it gives you energy though. So here, I might as well not take any damage. Oh, it's not a doppelganger plus. That's rough. Alright, let's calculate a gamble. Alright, drink our fruit juice. Alchemize. Permanently gain some strength is cool. Let's hit you. Oh my gosh, they fall so easily. Alright, that one's fallen down. Does this trigger fall? No, okay. So we full block. This thing's doing a bunch of damage to itself. Okay, this is not great, but we have prepared. I could hit Wraith form. Wraith form's kind of good. All right, I'll play prepared. Double reflex is awesome. Wraith form unfortunately uses all of my energy this turn, but it would mean actually it doesn't even help that much against the bird, right? It just does 1 times 5 instead of 2 times 5. And I don't have an extra attack either. Because I could, if I had hit a 3rd attack, just triple attack that one bird. Expertise doesn't work because my hand is like full already. So what do we want to do? I guess Wraith form makes the most sense. I only take 6. Oh wait. Does Wraith form actually do anything if I have Tori? I think it literally did nothing there. That's hilarious. Alright, let's start here. Discarding Doppelganger, Dagger Throw. Let's backflip. Distraction, get a random skill, backflip for 0. So I'm basically full blocking already. I will Survivor this reflex. Prepared. I think I built the storm deck, guys. Noxious fumes, neutralize this one. And turn. So these are gonna die to my spikes. Plus the poison. And then this just dies here. Alright. A little bit rough, but we survived. Cunning Potion is great. I'm gonna ditch this one for a Cunning Potion because Strength plus that is great. This is exactly the card we were looking for. So we're doing it. We could totally take these guys. Turn 1, we're definitely... Do I want plus Strength? I could just use both of my potions. It's kind of all in, but I don't really need to do anything else. I could burst Prepared, and that's kind of spicy. Let's start there. Burst Prepared. Draw 2. I don't need this, and I don't need this. Then I draw 2 again, discard this. And I don't think this fight's gonna last long enough for a Tools of the Trade, although it is good. I'm gonna discard this though. Okay. My hand is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So let's just go in. 3 Shiv plus 2 strength. This is probably way overkill, but 11, 12, you're down. This is way overkill now that I'm noticing this. But that's fine. 11, 16, you're down. Neutralize, dagger throw. This is so much overkill. All right, exhaust that. We get to alchemize. Survivor is free here. Let's distraction, tear you, draw our full hand. Prepared, double reflex. I mean, I'm just kind of having fun here. Survivor's free again. And then, I mean, I could go for the kill. That's fine. I guess. So now enemies start weak. Acrobatics is huge. I'm gonna take acrobatics. We are moving through our deck. Nunchaku is really important for a build like this. Prepared is pretty good. I like Frozen Eye, but I just don't have the mental bandwidth for it right now. So I'm definitely gonna take a Nunchaku. This is an 18 cost Sneaky Strike. I like that too. I'm gonna go Nunchaku, Sneaky Strike. Oh, and I forgot I had the Courier. The things come back. Am I gonna see another shop? I'm going this way. I will see another shop. I might want to save my money. I don't need max HP. I don't think I need a second prepared. I could take a card remove to remove one of the 2 doppelgangers. I'll do that. But honestly, it's like not even that important. Let's remove you. Because they don't help us go through our deck. But everything else does. Okay, somehow I have drawn 0 0 discard cards, but let's start with a backflip. Maybe we draw into it. We did not. Let's backstab. They're hitting us for 8. I'm gonna distraction. Blade Dance is great here. Shiv, shiv, shiv. And I don't really have a good way to block this, so let's just poison stab. And then get this out of our deck. So we take some damage, but not a ton. I think literally 1, because we have Tori. Okay, and then here's where acrobatics is kind of disgusting. Draw this, discard reflex. We get to alchemize. If I don't neutralize, I'll have more energy next turn. Because I can leg sweep. And then calculated gambit. Draw everything. Yeah, let's prepared plus. Doesn't really matter. Okay. So the enemy's weak, poisoned. And we have more energy this turn to do some good stuff. So let's start with acrobatics. Just drawing so many cards. Sneaky Strike is free. I need 8 block here. Yeah, let's just make it easy on ourselves. Leg sweep, Noxious Fumes. Four times 2. Yeah, Wraith Form's kind of awkward when we have Torii Gate, which is sort of the same kind of thing. This is not a good position to be in. But they're only hitting me for 2. So, if we can hit something. Yeah, Wraith Form is pretty useless at the moment. Dagger Throw again. Survivor means I take 0. Alright. Neutralize. Take 0. We really gotta upgrade that tool to the trade. Dagger Throw is free. And, I mean, let's be honest. We all wanted it. Take him down. Alright, regen potion. At this point, I don't think I need thorns because I'm just killing everything. I have enough card draw. I don't have a ton of block, though. So maybe a backflip can go pretty hard here. Because it also, I mean, it draws through my deck. Hooded figures. Do I take the ritual dagger? No, I don't think I need it. Let's take some gold. That can let us upgrade our deck even more. Okay. This is totally fine. Let's begin with a backstab on the front dude. And I guess I will upgrade all of the cards in my hand. Well, 24. Let's acrobatics. Ditching. Tools of the trade. I really want to burst alchemize, but that's so greedy. Let's just alchemize. We get distilled chaos. So sneaky strike one-shots you. I think the play is to burst prepared. Or noxious fumes is safer. So let's just start with prepared and see what that gets us. We get a reflex and an unupgraded dagger throw. Wow. Okay. Dagger throw is free. Discard this. And then we neutralize you, even though you're probably dying. Survivor plus draw some cards. And then 9 plus 5 is 14. I'm taking 1 damage. That's fine. We will Noxious Fume. And then this dude's gonna stop me from attacking if he has anything to say. So if I calculated gamble, I'm drawing these 4, which are pretty bad. So I think just... maybe it's not that bad. I think I'm gonna dagger throw. Calculated gamble now hits those and 1 unknown. Skewer kills this. I'll take 7 damage if I do that. Let's gamble. This lets me backflip. And then... I'm only taking 1 here, and then I poison stamp that one so it dies so I can attack next turn as well. Alright, now we're moving. Let's start with a backflip. Okay. Okay. Discard this, draw a bunch of cards. This should be free, but I don't have the energy for it. Why take any damage when you don't need to? We take 0 here. Then I get to go... prepared. Discard this and this. The doppelgangers are pretty rough, to be honest. Then I can dagger throw. Acrobatics is huge. I don't think I need this burst. Let's acro. Ditch a wound. Neutralize. Skewer does lethal. Cool. Alright, we are... oh my gosh. We are moving. Piercing Whale is incredible. It's upgraded. Glass Knife does a ton of damage, but I think, like, as long as we can establish defensive options, I think we're fine. I don't think we need to improve our damage output that much. There's so many things I want to upgrade here. There's so many upgrades I want. Tactician is the most tempting. Calculated Gamble is also really good. Tools of the trade being free though makes it like infinitely better. But the question is, am I even gonna get to turn 2? Like I'm just one-shotting all of these enemies. My next card is played twice. I'm gonna play Alchemize, so let's get some regen because I'm never taking damage. And then double cast Alchemize. Okay. Then I get to Acrobatics. Ditch a Reflex. Caltrops is incredible here. I will play that. Play that, play Tools of the Trade. Then we can backstab. Here. And 3 times 2. If I backflip, I take no damage. Calculated gamble. Let's keep going. Neutralize really makes me take no damage. If I neutralize this, they just die. Let's do that. And then, I mean, it's so insane to be able to do this off the start and just go with a sneaky strike. Although I'll start with distraction, see what oh my gosh. I would love a card like that. Let's, prepared? Tactician, piercing whale. I guess I don't need all of this stuff, but it's here. I'm gonna draw 3. Might as well. I should have done that sooner. Let's draw up to 6. Then I can... Probably Bouncing Flask is just the best. Yeah. Probably shouldn't have used that potion, but I think we're doing just okay. Ditch this. Tools of the Trade is so ridiculous in this deck, by the way. Dagger Throw. Ditch this. Dagger Throw. Ditch this. 7 poison. You're dead. Clean. Alright. I could take Deadly Poison plus, but I mean, we're taking another Acro. You can't stop me. I have so much money. I want these 2 bonfires. Let's take the money. Blue Candle. I could play Curses. Do I go for the Heart? I might as well. Unplayable curse cards can be played. Let's just take the key here. Go to your turn. Ooh, that's Apotheosis. Apotheosis is pretty good. I basically, yeah. Oh my gosh. I get more cards. The courier is insane. Okay, Apotheosis makes everything pretty easy. It even makes the Doppelganger kind of good. Cards which exhaust when played instead discard 50% of the time. Do I have anything that cares? Not really. I guess Alchemize. I could like quadruple Alchemize in one turn. Which would be kind of funny. If you have no attacks in your hand, draw 2 cards. I don't really need that. I don't need any of these. So let's get a card out of here. Wraith Form will be helpful later. So I think I'm keeping that. Right now, I think I want to ditch this Doppelganger, although it is good when upgraded with Apotheosis. I do get a free Apotheosis upgrade. So what else? Maybe I don't want to ditch a card. Caltrops? Caltrops good against the Heart. Sneaky Strike, Piercing Whale. What would you guys get rid of here? I'm looking at this Backstab, being kind of suspicious of it. But I do have like vulnerable Nunchaku type stuff. Maybe Distraction is the worst one. Leg Sweep, Tools of the Trade, like everything else is awesome. This upgrades to cost 0 though, I think. I think we're gonna ditch this Backstab. I have bigger plans than having bad stuff in my hand. Look at this. Look at this. Apotheosis, 5 times 3. I'm actually taking some damage here. But we're still gonna do it. Distraction is free. Bullet time. Hold up. Okay, acrobatics. Discard tactician upgraded, by the way. I don't even need the bullet time anymore. I just have infinite mana. I still could though. Alchemize, get a potion. Tools of the trade is so good here. Then I will backflip. Yeah, I mean, we bullet time. Sneaky strike for free. 4 mana, I can skewer this thing. Boop, 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 boop. Oh no! Ditch this, grab this, grab this. None of these. Okay. Do I take the Burning Elite or do I get the upgrade and force myself into Burning Elite next time? I guess we'll take the Burning Elite now. Oh, I hate this game. Blur, I wouldn't mind. Bane, I don't want. Bane, I don't want. Tools of the Trade, I definitely want another copy of. There we go. Blur, I don't want. Okay, double Tools of the Trade is kind of nuts for the longer fights. It makes it almost impossible for me to lose. A lot of things I want to do here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's draw 3. Then let's alchemize. Gain an artifact. We're really looking for our apotheosis, but the beauty of being able to run through your deck so quickly is like you can don't worry that much. Let's neutralize. Let's see if I can hit apotheosis here. I didn't, but I hit Tools of the Trade. Then I can dagger throw one more time to try and hit it. This is free. No, this one. So that costs nothing. Then we can distraction. I mean, sure. Then survivor. Okay. But I can't play it. Oh, I can't play it. Prepared can hit a whole host of things. Let's prepared. Ditch this. And this. Taking 12 currently. I think I just backflip. Okay. Draw your hand. Can't play any of these, but that gets us closer to Apotheosis next turn. And we have Apotheosis. So let's ditch Wraith form. Play this. Everything's upgraded. We'll start with acrobatics. Ditching Caltrops. Although actually Caltrops is kind of spicy against this boss. So let's ditch a dagger throw. Then we prepared. We don't hit. Kind of rough. I just get to neutralize. I'm gonna play a colorless card here. Add 1 random colorless card in your hand, exhaust. Exhaust up to 3 cards. Shuffle your discard pile in your draw pile, draw 1 card. I don't want any of these. I guess this draws 1. No! It was there! I can no longer discard it. I'm taking a lot of damage here. Okay, draw, discard. Discard a poison stab. Actually, at this point, Noxious Fumes isn't that helpful. Then we get to go Tools of the Trade, Acrobatics, Ditching Skewer Plus, then Prepared plus. Piercing Wail kind of helps. It's like the best defense I have right now. Let's ditch these two. Backflip. Now I hit the reflex. Pretty unfortunate, actually. But now we should be able to just move through our deck. Okay, we ditch a reflex plus. And a wound. Draw our entire life right now. Wraith form. I have so much stuff. Alright, let's go Caltrops. I mean, let's just do this. Let's make this easy. Caltrops, Wraith form. Backflip. Deep breath. Yeah, this makes it easy. This turn, discard the card draw. Oh my gosh, I get to hit both. Sneaky Strike for free. Prepared plus. Ditch, ditch. Draw a bunch of cards. Neutralize. Dagger throw. Ditch that one. I mean, it's over. Skewer plus 44 damage a million times. You got it. The first time you lose each okay. Alright. Do I want another Piercing Wail if we're trying to fight the heart? I have one. Upgraded Piercing Wail is kind of nuts. Let's take it. The thing I like a lot about Piercing Wail too is they're good early. And then by the time we get through our deck, they get rid of themselves. Let's start with Acrobatics. Ditch a Tactician. Prepared. I don't think I want unupgraded Caltrops, and this is like way too many backflips. Neutralize stops damage here. Sneaky Strike is free. Let's kill this lady. 8 damage X times. This will be 12 damage. I think with these I can kill her. And I don't get to block. 15 damage. Dagger throw again. I like that card, but... Alright, let's just take her out. We're taking 9 damage. Not that big of a deal when you get to do this. Tools of the trade. Alchemize. I want to play Apotheosis, but I'm going to take damage if I do that. So let's not take damage here. Leg sweep is just easy. We're just going to play it safe. I get an extra energy off of this. Let's get rid of... Neutralize? I can use a block potion, but I think the best play here is burst calculated gambit. Then we draw the card we wanted. Perfect. Okay, well, we take no damage, and we do double damage next turn, so I think that's fine. Ditching. Tactician? No, because I want to play Apotheosis into Tactician. Let's ditch a Noxious Fumes. Apotheosis. Dagger throw plus. Ditch this. Gain energy. 26 damage. Ditch this. Leg sweep. Take nothing. I mean, Piercing Wail makes this easy. Tools of the trade. Acro. Ditch this. Sneaky. Whoa, 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 whoa. Burst plus is also like incredible here. It doesn't really matter what we do. Swift potion. Don't need a smoke bomb. Adrenaline. Okay. Skewer plus is also pretty tempting, but adrenaline is kind of nuts. Let's upgrade Apotheosis, because the 2 cost has made it a little bit limiting for us. Let me change how I'm sitting real quick. Okay, we're back. I mean, this is like, this is, we're doing a lot. So what we really want to do is find 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's adrenaline. We want to find Apotheosis as quickly as possible. Although tools of the trade, I will just play that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's just draw 3 right now. Then I will prepared. That was a mistake. Discard skewer. And Survivor, I'm not blocking this turn. I can sneaky strike, but I think we just calculated gamble here. We hit Apotheosis. Perfect. Then I can... I could burst Acrobatics. Honestly, yes. Burst, Acro. Ditch a Tactician. Acro again, hit max hand size. Ditch a Reflex, draw 1. Okay. Then the next skill I play is copied again, which Doppelganger here is pretty nuts. So let's go Noxious Fumes, Tools of the Trade. What's left? Oh, I could double Alchemize as well if I went that route. Doppelganger is so nuts here, though. I don't even know what they can do to me. But this thing is vulnerable now. That's right, it is vulnerable now. So let's go in on that. Let's go Neutralize. Dagger Throw. Ditch this. Fill our hand up. Sure, Artifact's actually kind of good in this fight. And I guess I will do this. Double that, get a potion, end our turn. This dude makes friends, we poison everything. My hand is full. Let's discard a Reflex. And Piercing Whale is going to be pretty good. I don't think Expertise is going to do a whole lot here. Okay. Alright. Let's start out with a Dagger Throw on the weaker dude. Get some energy here. Up to 10 energy. Also known as Tenergy. Okay. Neutralize this guy. Let's Dagger Throw. Ditching the Reflex. Sneaky Strike just kills this. We want to draw back into that Sneaky Strike. Let's go. I mean, Burst Plus, the problem is my hand is so full. I need more Tacticians, or whatever thing gives energy. Because, my hand's full. Let's go Acrobatics. My hand is too full. Ditching. I don't think I need the Piercing Whale just yet. Distraction seems fun. Corpse Explosion. Alright, let's Burst Plus. Double Corpse Explosion. I wish I had seen that sooner. That's gonna do 40 damage to the boss twice. So that dude's dead. For sure. Let's Acro. Oh, the next skill I play is copied as well, I think. Yeah, let's copy an Acro. Ditching. Don't need a Wraith form yet. Then my hand is full. We'll ditch. Legs. Yeah. A Piercing Whale. Okay. So this guy's gonna die later. So I do need to block for 13. Leg Sweep just does that. Let's... make sure we get that out of the way. Or the Survivor Plus blocks for 11. I take 1. Let's Survivor Plus, ditching one of the backflips. Then we can prepared. Piercing Whale, don't need. Okay, 23 out of 30, so I guess I will dagger throw this. Wow, burst is completely unnecessary. Let's skewer does 11, so this does more. Alright, let's draw some cards. Neutralize. How many? This 6 stacks a week that we got on this dude right now. Let's acro. We're like so close to going infinite. Okay. This works. Do this. Trigger here. 3 energy back. Sneaky strike is free. I think I'm gonna burst plus corpse explosion this dude. Maybe I should have hit that guy because it does 40, but anyway. This guy's taking a lot of damage. Okay, discard. I guess I want to wait to discard reflex. I don't need leg sweep or piercing whale because he's not attacking me. Then we can neutralize, dagger throw, draw up to max, dagger throw, gain some energy. I mean, like, dagger throw, draw, sneaky strike. Are you dead? Pretty close. Just do that. I don't know. Die to poison. We've done it. Okay. Bullet time is interesting, but kind of bad because we don't have like orange pellets or whatever stops you from removing the weakness. Double Wraith form could basically make it so that I just don't have to block. I feel like 1 Wraith form is enough though. I could take a die. It's like the first AoE we really have. But I don't want to make my deck any worse, so let's just skip that. And Pyramid. You can no longer rest at rest sites. I don't even need the Pyramid. My hand is full every turn. I'm taking Coffee Dripper. It's not like we're resting anyway. We're just not to. Oh no! Time Eater! Okay, we need. So, you kind of just hope you don't face Time Eater, but we have 2 shops and some elites to get ready. I can get 2 elites and 2 shops. That's probably enough. We can beat a Time Eater. We just got to get the right build of stuff for it. I think this is just a calculated gamble. Then it's an Apotheosis. Alchemize. Energy's cool. Tools of the trade. We don't love a spiker. Let's backflip. I like that. Prepared. Discard Tactician. And I'm not surviving. Let's neutralize this dude. Dagger throw. Doesn't quite kill, but that's okay. Discard. Skewer. Then I get to go backflip. Holy cow. Burst plus. Adrenaline. Dude, I do not want to fight the freaking Time Eater guy. I want to have fun. You know what I'm saying? They ruined my fun. I'm full blocking. Let's just double Doppelganger here. That's a lot of cards and energy next turn. Oh, Skewer plus Doppelganger is the way we beat the Time Eater. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Ditching Wraith form and Dazed. Then we get to... We want to block... Let's play this. Sure, there's a block. This is only 3 spikes. Okay, backflip. 15 energy. That's, I would say, an unreasonable amount of energy, but you know, everyone has different opinions. Prepared, ditching, dazed, don't need these. So much. All right, throw you. Don't need that. Acrobatics. Discard this. Full hand. Okay. Dagger throw. I'm blocking. Ditch this. You can't touch me. And then just blah 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 blah. End turn. That might have been the biggest overkill skewer of all time, but we're there. Ooh. I think for Time Eater, I'm gonna need some poison. Don the red mask. Gain a bunch of gold. Alright. These shops with the lose prepared, lose wraith form, lose a basic dagger throw. This dagger throw that hurts. Some of our damage throughput. Alright, apotheosis. Distraction. Adrenaline. Definitely want noxious fumes against these dudes. Backflip. Caltrops I don't love. Let's calculated gamble. Cool. Dagger throw on the hardest to kill one. Do I have 2 calculated gambles? Or did distraction make a calculated gamble? I guess that's what happened. Okay. Double tools of the trade is nuts. Bouncing flask. I do have noxious fumes active. Is there tactician still in my deck? So let's go acro. Discarding leg sweep. Let's get some energy. Alchemize. Cool. Duplication potion. That did some damage. Backflip. First. First one is prepared. Draw 2, discard 2. Draw 2. Draw a lot, discard a lot. Get her energy back. Double cast Bouncing Flask on this board seems pretty spicy. Take him down. I wish I had that corpse explosion. Okay, so that one's dead. Let's calculated gamble. And then I too would like to dagger throw you. Neutralize. Doppel. Oh, I got energy. We've done it. Okay, the energy thing is not in my deck anymore. So this thing's gonna die to poison like next turn. Let's just doppelganger. It's a lot of energy. It's a lot of cards. We're moving here. Okay. Sneaky strike you. No more block. Get out of there. Dagger throw. Don't need to block. Don't need wraith form. This thing's dying. This thing's like effectively dead. I could bouncing flask, but there is a chance that backfires terribly. So let's backflip. Neutralize. Skewer. And this dies to poison. Sick. Prepared plus. Yes. Alright. We need to find some answers. Ooh, potion belt. That's really good. Okay, I like potion belt. I can't become frail. I can get more max health. That doesn't matter that much. Okay, I'm definitely potion belting because that's going to be a big part of how I beat the the guy. Pen Nib is kind of spicy. With Skewer, I think Pen Nib Skewer can definitely help us beat the Time Eater. And then I think the rest I'm gonna wait because there's another shop, right? Yeah, I'm going bop, bop. Potentially third elite shop. Let's just do that. Elite. I think this might be a good matchup. What do you guys think? Let's go burst. Well, let's alchemize first. Then burst adrenaline. Then distraction. Nightmare. Okay. That'll come in handy later. Neutralize you. We can do that later because he does the thing where he... Yeah. All right. What's acro? Ditching tactician. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, let's ditch tech. It's kind of rough. I guess I'm gonna ditch none of them and just drop a Caltrops here. Because we want to hit the... Well, at this point, it's kind of late. We want to hit Apotheosis before we discard Tactician, but I think it's too late now. So we're going to ditch these two. Sneaky Strike we can do, but we want to set up Tools of the Trade. Honestly, there's like none of these nightmare targets are particularly great. Sneaky Strike is something, I guess. Because it will be free. So I get to do that. Noxious Fumes. This one's free. And then let's just Doppelganger neutralize. Okay. We drew discarded, so just get triple Sneaky Strike for free. Ditch this leg sweep. Sneaky Strike. Sneaky Strike. Sneaky Strike. What's left in my deck? Apotheosis is in there somewhere, so let's try and hit it. There it is. Things become easy now. Ditch, Reflex. Full hand. Sneaky Strike will be after Tools of the Trade. Up to 5 energy. Let's backflip. Sneaky Strike. Dude, all these Sneaky Strikes in the deck is actually kind of spicy. Backflip. Dagger Throw. Ditching. Piercing. There's a Sneaky Strike. Pen Nib. Yeah, I mean... Yeah, I might as well do 46 damage here. Ditching this. What's left? Oh, I could prepare it into Tactician here. Yeah. Prepared. I actually don't want to draw here because I don't have the ability to then hit discard something once I discard this reflex. So I'm just gonna end the turn here. And then now I have Tactician for this turn, which I could just discard right away. I discard 2. Bouncing Flask is kind of bad against this dude. Let's go Burst Plus. Backflip. Then let's... I mean, I want to Acro, but I think that's going to hit way too many cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if I Acro, I'll go 6. Yeah, it's way too many cards. Prepared. Ditching Reflex. And Expertise at this point is kind of worthless. My hand is full. I will ditch a backflip. I don't need that. I have to discard 2. I guess I'll ditch a reflex. There we go. Neutralize. Sneaky Strike. Sneaky strike. Sneaky strike. Acro. Ditching survivor. Sneaky strike. I need like some shivs or something. Let's dagger throw. Don't need wraith form. What's left in my deck? These. Let's acro just to get through them all. Ditching caltrops. Then I can prepared. Discarding these. Oh, is that a sneaky strike? Pretty cool. Little tech. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So let's dagger throw. Ditching this. Skewer does 21 damage, but if I can acro into something, it's really good. Ditching this. Let's skewer first. That sets up pen nib, so I can prepared. I don't hit. But now I have pen nib set up and he's just dead. Let's discard these two. Pretty good start. Yeah, let's sneaky strike. Double damage. Double damage. Think you're just dead. Yeah, you're just dead. Okay, that fight took forever, actually. The next 2 boss chests. Okay, that's not very helpful. Don't want any of these. Okay. Our objective is, as always, to locate the magical card. Play this. Too many cards, right? Let's get tools of the trade out of our hand. Then I can acro. Too many cards, but I do get an energy back, so it's sort of free. Any attack is free, but I only have the bad cards. But I think we could just go Noxious Fumes into Bouncing Flask. I guess I could have done Burst into Bouncing Flask. That's probably better. Okay, this is going to be the best expertise has ever been. Let's ditch this one. Sneaky strike is free. Distraction. Dodge and roll, sure. Yeah, let's neutralize and then just expertise here. Gamble these away. Dude, where's this apotheosis? Prepared. Discard. Okay, there you are. Then we apotheosis. Everything's upgraded. Let's alchemize. Backfoot. Prepared. Alright, now we're moving. Sneaky strike is free. Dagger throw. Draw some cards. Pen nib. Tools of the trade. Pen nib plus skewer is pretty hard to pass up here. But honestly, I feel like Bouncing Flask is kind of better in this matchup. So let's do that. And then dodge and roll gave some block. But we could just doppelganger to make it so we can basically never lose next turn. Let's ditch leg sweep. And expertise at this point is kind of worthless. What's these? Dagger throw, wraith form, neutralize, blah blah blah. I'm gonna burst into prepared. Don't need you, don't need you. Don't need you, don't need you. Burst is still active, so we're gonna double acro. Ditching. I guess this is worse even somehow. Ditching this. Sneaky strike. Prepared. Holy cow. Draw until our hand is full. This is definitely just a burst bouncing flask type situation. Then we get to prepared. Ditching these. Ditching these. This thing. This thing. Sure, we'll just do it. I don't think it matters too much. You got 75 poison. You're hitting me for 6 times 2. Ditching these 2. Sneaky strike, poison stab, skewer. You're dead. Is this a boss? I don't know if this is a boss or not. Fear potion is really good. I'm gonna ditch this. Sneaky strike plus. None of these are like Blade Dance I would love in a deck like this, but none of these are particularly helpful against the Time Eater, which is like the main obstacle we're facing here. Okay, turn 1 Apotheosis is great. 5 strength, regen doesn't matter. I want vulnerable for the Time Eater, I think. Although I might be just trying to poison him. Let's get some strength this turn, because we're just gonna discard any number of cards, then draw that many. This opening hand is actually really bad, now that I look at it. I mean, I get to go Piercing Whale. I should have looked at my hand before I did this. Yeah, this is pretty rough. Yikes. I mean, these will still be there. Okay. This is 15. I guess that was even bad. Whatever. Shouldn't have used that potion, but that's fine. Okay, discard a reflex. We're back in it. Sneaky strike is active. Thought we have a pen nib. I really should have taken the thing that does damage to each enemy. This spread damage is kind of annoying to have to deal with. But we can go aggro, because that card's messed up. Ditching this. Tools of the trade. Do I want to burst plus? Yeah, burst plus into prepared. Don't need this. Don't need this. Ditching this and this. Then I can adrenaline. Too many cards. Play this. Corpse explosion. There we go. Okay, so when that one dies, everything dies. And that one's dying like right now. Ditching Caltrops. Okay, now we just gotta deal with this dude. And that's not too bad. I can Bouncing Flask. Then Acro. It's kind of awkward. I think I can make this guarantee. Let's backflip. Then I can Dagger Throw. Hit this. And I want this to reshuffle is why I did it that way. Because now when I play Acro, it's going to be back into my deck and I can draw into it. Let's ditch a Caltrops. Prepared plus. Ditching. Piercing Whale. Backflip. Sneaky Strike U. Prepared plus. Discard that and this. I can Bouncing Flask or I can Calculated Gamble. I think I'm going to gamble. Then I can Dagger Throw. No way. Do I actually not have a discard card? That's really unfortunate. And I can't even hit one. Yikes. Alright, I'm going to backflip because that hand looks terrible and at least I get to doppelganger, but that was a really, really rough hit off of those things. But I think we're fine. Ditching this. And we'll draw into a piercing whale, I guess. Corpse explosion, you. Sneaky strike. You're gonna die and kill that one. Then we aggro. Ditching our wound. I mean, I could just play this safe. Backflip. Prepared. Ditching. I don't even know. This. Alright, let's just full block. This thing's gonna get corpse explosion. They take more poison here. Yeah, and then we get to do this. Do this. Prepared. These. We get to burst a bouncing flask. And I will calculated gamble with burst here, which will be definitely something. Okay. I mean, it's something. Ditching this and this. I think our homie's dead. What do you think? This. Dagger throw. Okay. There should be like a button that lets you get to higher ascensions when you're... Toy Ornithopter? Okay. We can't lose. Nightmare is super fun. Noxious Fumes helps against Time Eater. It's upgraded. We'll do that. Chuzu Bracelets. Bottled Tornado? For some reason I thought Apotheosis was a power. I like this less, but Tools of the Trade's pretty good. Oh my gosh. Alright, we're going in. Facing this guy. Tools of the Trade. Let's acro. Again, the strategy is find Apotheosis first, then do anything else. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So backflip safe. Alchemize. Let's Gambler's Brew. Our whole hand. Then play Alchemize. Then I can calculated gamble. Play Adrenaline. Then I can calculated gamble. There it is. Everything's upgraded. Tools of the Trade. Acrobatics. Ditching this. What do you give me? Phantasmal Killer is actually really clutch. Let's... Prepared. Then... Prepared. Honestly, I kind of want to just set up a big doppelganger for Tools of the Trade next turn. Let's Sneaky Strike. Then we can Dagger Throw. Then I can Acro. Neutralize. We have Pen Nib now. I mean, that's got to be worth something. 105 damage Dagger Throw. Where did that come from? And then I will just Doppelganger. Okay, so we're doing double damage. Seems worth ditching these. Is this just lethal? Like, it's a lot. Let's first prepared. Discarding another Phantasmal Killer, spicy. Ditching these. Acro. I forgot that was copied, but that's fine. Discard a Reflex. No, let's ditch this thing. Never playing that. Then we can Sneaky Strike. I mean, everything's doubled, so. Okay, prepared. Ditch that, and this. Neutralize does 13. Okay, we paused it again, but we're good. Where was I? Oh, I will poison stab you. Then we will acro. Ditching this. Then I'll do this. Maybe these noxious fumes are not good. They're definitely giving me quite a bit of energy. Play acro. Poison stab. Prepared. Ditching these. I think this is lethal. I think just a little bit. Wow, tungsten rod plus Torrigate is nuts. I don't think I'm ever going to need this regen potion. Don't need any of these. Alright, 424. What can we buy? This is insane. I like that. Starting with one artifact is also pretty nice in a lot of cases. Let's take letter opener. Kunai! Okay, that's it. Oh, that's dexterity. Never mind. I thought that was gaining the other attack. Whenever you apply a debuff to an enemy, they take 5 damage. So that's like pretty good. I don't think that's exactly where we want to be. This is tempting because this gives me so much staying power. This helps quite a bit. And it's only 114. I think this is better. That's what we're doing. It doesn't really matter. I guess we'll do question mark event first. Fight a boss. Obtain a rare relic. Upgrade all cards you can no longer heal. Heal the full. Get a cursed. I'm already healed, so we're not doing that. I have apotheosis, so let's just get a rare relic. You think we can kill the guardian on turn 1? Maybe not with this exact draw. Oh my gosh, we have entropic brew. Okay, we're gonna be fine against that dude. Let's dagger throw and then prepared. All right, we're fine. Sneaky strike, pop. He transforms, but I think we're literally just gonna one-shot him. Alchemize. Gain some dexterity. Maybe not. If prepared doesn't hit something, yeah, we're not gonna one-shot him. I can go tools of the trade. Neutralize. Noxious fumes. Skewer. Ditching. I don't need this. I get to go burst into adrenaline though. And strangely, no discard effect. Get tools of the trade out there, and I guess I backflip twice. Let's poison stab, then acro. That one. Get a thing. Might as well play it. Yeah, let's discard our hand here. I think this pen or this letter opener is gonna go nuts. Prepared into double reflex is definitely something. Okay, we have like poison stab. Am I gaining dexterity? Probably. Dagger throw. Ditching this. I'm only blocking 9. Why are they only doing 2 damage? Oh, I piercing wailed. Okay, I was like, what is happening? I think, I mean, I gained an energy back. All right, we'll just make life easy on ourselves. It's this and this. Actually, that one's kind of nice. I'll ditch this. Let's go piercing wail, backflip, sneaky strike, Burst plus Bouncing Flask. I think just kills it. Alright. That's how we're dealing with the fella. Stone Calendar also helps. None of these. Oh, jeez. I don't like this dude. Don't like this dude at all. 11 attack. 3 vulnerable. Just gonna drink this one. We're trying to save up for the best potions against the one boss that we really care about. Let's acro. Just digging to Apotheosis. Adrenaline. Prepared. Ditch. That one's kind of nice. I'll ditch this one. I can backflip. Then I can... I will play Tools of the Trade. Then I'll calculate a Gambit. We hit the thing. Now let's start going off. Sneaky Strike. Distraction plus. Burst. At this point, we're like a burst backflip type of build. Then we prepared. Ditching Caltrops Wraith form. They're hitting us for 7. We have so much block. I'm gonna go Tools of the Trade. Noxious Fumes. Doppelganger. Okay, 48's a little bit of damage, but we get to do this whole thing. Okay. Now we have 48, huh? Is this lethal? No. 8 times 8 is 64 or something. It would be if we weren't weakened. I guess I could use this and just... Is that lethal now? 12 times 8. 80. No, that's not lethal either. It'll make it easier though. Let's do this. Don't need you. Then we will Sneaky Strike because it's free. Then we can Dagger Throw. Ditching a backflip. Burst plus into Prepared, the play we all love. Ditch this and this. Choose 2 cards to discard will be these 2. Let's double Bouncing Flask. That seems pretty good. And then is Skewer lethal now? It's gotta be. Okay. And then they die. Okay. Cunning Potion will take Crippling Cloud. 7 poison, honestly. I'm gonna take that against the Time Eater. No discard outlet here is pretty rough. Let's go Distraction. Escape Plan. Still no discard outlet. Let's Piercing Wail. Tools of the Trade. And then I think I'm just going to Doppelganger. Although the poison here is kind of relevant. Yeah, it's kind of relevant. Okay, let's discard. I mean, Piercing Wail I think makes it so I take no damage. So that's pretty good. Let's play Adrenaline. Alchemize. Okay. Bop. Get some dexterity going. Play an Alchemize. Colorless card, okay. Acro. Ditch this. Acro. You know what? Crippling Cloud is pretty good. I'll play that. Then I can backflip. At this point, yeah, we'll Calculated Gamble. Apotheosis. Prepared. First Expertise is really spicy. Ditch this and this. I can actually set up a pretty good Expertise. Let's play Burst into Prepared. Ditching this and this. Ditching. Maybe not. Maybe I don't need expertise. That one's dying. Let's neutralize this one. Draw a card. Play this for pen nib purposes. Okay. I think they're just dead, so I don't know how much it matters. But let's backflip. Prepared. Honestly, these draws are really bad. maybe I somehow made my deck bad. I'm not taking any damage. But this dude's gonna revive. Okay, I made my deck bad somehow. Ditching this and this. Oh, only one. Let's get some card draw. Okay, now we get to do this stuff. Tools, escape, neutralize. I want to save pen nib going into it, so let's see if I can kill them with just playing skills here. And then just rock pen nib against the boss. Go burst into acro. I might not be able to do this, but we'll see. That's fully there. We can... I guess bouncing flask is likely to kill. Okay, now they're just dead. Okay. I don't even know where all that block came from, but we'll take it. Cunning potion I don't need. Prepared plus is really good, even though I am facing the boss here. Oh, whoa. I need a recall. Okay, time eater. Bring it on, my friend. So, we have pen nib and a lot of stuff. And I have Entropic Brew as well. This is going to be tough, but definitely doable. I will start off with Prepared Plus. Discarding. We don't want to play anything we don't need to. So let's ditch Neutralize and Doppelganger. Then I'm going to play Acro. Ditching a expertise. Then we can prepared. Ditching survivor. Piercing whale. Survivor leg sweep. Piercing whale is pretty safe. Backflip. Okay. Your next card is played twice. Let's get double Noxious Fumes going. Double Noxious Fumes? That seems alright. So he just gains like 7. Yeah, let's do that. And then Tools of the Trade. Ending on 9, taking a bunch of damage is fine. Yeah, that's fine. $12 poison every turn is kind of nuts. Alright, let's start here. So I only get 3 cards to play right now. Wraith form is pretty high value, but I want it to be upgraded. Let's calculated gamble. Then Apotheosis. I get 1 more card, and I guess it's Piercing Whale plus. Tungsten Rod is kind of nuts. Okay, let's discard Reflex. And I get a bunch of things to play. This guy is higher on strength now, though. Let's distract. Distraction's pretty awkward against this boss too. We can ditch Tactician. Caltrops does do some damage. Piercing Whale. Am I gonna skewer for like 1,000,000 damage here? I don't think I need to. Let's ditch that. I mean, it could have been like genuinely 1,000,000 damage. Leg sweep basically fully blocks. Maybe I was supposed to skewer. Let's adrenaline. Alchemize. Gets an attack potion. Prepared. Reflex, and I don't think I need Piercing Whale now. Tools of the Trade is great. 21. Bouncing Flask, definitely want. So we can definitely max out the boss here. Let's play Acro. Discard Reflex. 9, 10, 11, 12 if I end on Crippling Cloud. He's going to be weak forever if I do that. I think instead I'm going to go Caltrops, Crippling Cloud into Leg Sweep, just so I take no damage here. I mean, I'm giving him 12 poison a turn. That's quite a bit. 8 times 3. I don't think I want this. Or this. Start with a backflip. 8 times 3. How much do I care about that? This gains 11 block. I feel like I take nothing if I just do this. And then this. I take like 1, 2. Yeah, 0 damage. Okay. 8 times 3 again. I mean, at this point, I probably just skewer for a whole bunch. Let's ditch. Piercing Whale basically saves me here. So let's go ditch Leg Sweeps. There's a Tactician in there. Let's get greedy for it. Reflex. And Poison Stab we get rid of. Tactician is there. So I can Piercing Whale. No damage to me, or virtually none. Ditch a Tactician. Skewer. I mean, yeah. Not fully dead, but pretty dang close. I think he dies to the Caltrops, right? Yeah. Okay. Let's get in there, take down the heart. We're moving here. So full health, basically took no damage. I don't even know what I want to upgrade. I guess Calculated Gamble, because if I accidentally play it early, it's going to be pretty rough against the heart. But I have Tungsten Rod. I don't know exactly what that does. This is insane, because that can find me whatever I need. Let's take that. Kill these dudes, then take down the heart. Apotheosis in the opener is gross. Start there. Into Acro. Discarding. I think Expertise is probably a card I should like try and get out of my deck. I don't know how much it matters. Be prepared. Ditching. At this point, Piercing Whale is probably what I'm gonna end up playing. Bouncing Flask is tempting. I don't need Backflip. Don't need Dagger Throw. Go Prepared. So I think I'm gonna go Noxious Fumes, Piercing Whale. And then Doppelganger. That seems pretty good. And we just have to take this dude down. Let's ditch this. Yeah, Discovery doesn't self-exhaust either, so that's kind of nuts. Alright, Blessings of the Forge can also help. Distraction, what do you got? Storm of Steel. Maybe. Let's Discovery Plus. Honestly, we'll take a Dagger Spray here. Okay, we do that. Let's prepared. Tactician is amazing. Zero cost Storm of Steel is really tempting. But Adrenaline. I love a good Crippling Cloud. 7 times 3. Then I can dagger throw this dude. Caltrops does some damage, but backflip. Tools of the trade I like. Then we can calculated gamble. Yikes. Okay. That's fine. I get to burst and then leg sweep. Kind of awkward. We had so much mana left over. Ditch a burn. And dagger throw. Sneaky strike is free. This thing's hitting me for 38, so let's deal with that one first. This. Expertise draws a ton. Discovery plus. After Image is the card this deck was looking for a long time. Dagger throw. Ditching that. We can prepared plus. Where are all my good cards? That is a question I'm asking myself daily. I can prepared. Got a lot of energy. I think that should be enough to kill this dude. Let's just hope it is. And ditch this one. 4 times 10 is 40. That's plenty. Alright. End that one. Dude hits me for nothing. We can ditch these two. And then just really focusing on killing this dude. We'll start with a poison stab. Prepared. Ditching these. I guess we kind of want to set up for discovery. That's outmaneuver. We kind of want to set up pen nib for the boss. Maybe it doesn't matter that much. So I can like noxious fumes, gamble, prepared. I don't know. Maybe it doesn't matter. You get to do this. Prepared. Discard a burn and a reflex. Then I get to bouncing flask. Prepared. And that is lethal. Okay, take it on the heart. Bag of preparation. Okay, that makes my opener, and that's the one we wanted. Actually, is that bad? I think I would take deadly poison. The reason why it's bad is because I have tungsten rod, which only stops when you would lose HP. Okay, so first, might as well get this out of the way. Give you some vulnerable. I think I start with a full hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I can get one more if I want to. Let's begin with Survivor ditching Tactician. Then we can aggro. Burst is great here. As a sneaky strike, I don't need Piercing Wail yet. You can sneaky strike. I might as well, I guess it's not upgraded. I have no way to draw more cards. This is a single burst, but I think that's fine. We'll burst, Crippling Cloud, get some poison going. Tools of the trade, noxious fumes, neutralize. I did just waste pen nib on neutralize, I guess, but there's 7. Alright, choose a card to discard. I want to play noxious fumes. I can just tank a hit for 45, but I could find a wraith form as well. Uh, Ditch this. Get a colorless potion? This is pretty sick. Oh, magnetism's really sick. Get a free colorless card every turn. Play Noxious Fumes. Play Adrenaline. Play Alchemize. Do this. Expertise? Okay, well, I think we might be tanking a hit from the boss. Eviscerate does a ton of damage. We get to fill our potion here. Draw 3. This is so many potions. Okay, prepared. Ditching burn and wound. There's the wraith form, but we don't have the energy, but we do have the energy. Boom. Great. And then I want to play Caltrops against this boss. Because the next turn he's going to hit me for like a whole lot. And this advances Pen Nib. There. I take 1, which is literally 0. Discard this. I think we're doing just fine. This does no damage to me. So that's cool. Footwork doesn't matter because I gain dexterity just by playing attacks. You cannot gain block from cards. I don't want that. Let's acro, ditching, reflex. Get a tools of the trade out there. Get it prepared out there. Ditching, backflip, panic button. Distraction gives us a doppelganger, which I don't really want, but it's prepared. Ditching these. Prepared again. Eviscerate's great. Ditching this and this. Eviscerate you. I kind of want to just calculated gamble, but I think just playing doppelganger here. I guess I could do both. Alright. I'm just taking no damage. This Caltrops is pretty spicy as well. Sadistic Nature. Alright, that's pretty good. Play that. Whenever I debuff them, they get 5 damage. Which means... Burst isn't in here, so let's Bouncing Flask. Bop, 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 5. Sick. Poison Stab does 5. Acro. Ditching this thing. Neutralize. Deadly Poison. Everything does so much damage to this dude. Okay, I get to... I guess I'll just... Yeah, I'll just play prepared. Ditching reflex and burn. Eviscerate is spicy. We redraw the Bouncing Flask, but let's discovery first. I'll take a Bane, I guess. That does some damage. We do 83 to the boss. I'll play this Doppelganger to get rid of it. Skewer advances Pen Nib. We get to Bane because it's free. Now we have Pen Nib. I think the heart is going to remove all of its stats. Ditch these two. What is Mayhem? At the start of your turn, play the top card of your draw pile. Love that. Let's play this line. Prepared. Ditching. I don't need block. Get out of here. Acro. Ditching. There's the Piercing Whale. Sneaky. Strike. I have Pen Nib active. Let's poison you. I don't think I could even, like, it's gonna max out my damage this turn. Well, Piercing Whale, so you do nothing. And then, I mean, we just kind of take it down, I guess. Prepared? Gamble? Eviscerate? I don't think he can take any more damage. Oh, maybe he can. Pretty rough to have these three in hand, but I think we're winning this one. What do you guys think? Alright. Discard this and this. Discovery. We'll take a glass knife. Bouncing flask for lethal. As you can tell, I definitely played a lot on we gained some block. Played a lot on a different build. Anyway, we are gonna end the turn. This dude's gonna die to poison. That's the silent. So if you want to watch me build up to Ascension 20, you know, check it out. That was a very, very decisive, very dominant build. So that was a lot of fun. And the heart is taken down now. This might be my first Ascension win on this character anyway. On this proceed. Yeah, complete the ending. There you go. We unlocked a bunch of stuff. Wait, I didn't even have all the cards? I was wondering where this was. Okay, well, we got to unlock the cards, I guess. No, I got all of them. Okay. Thanks for watching. If you like this, subscribe. I'll be playing more, getting prepared for Slay the Spire 2. See you then.